What's going on, guys? I'm Hyper Orange, and it's been a little bit, but we're back. We're going up north. I rented a cabin for 4 days. I'm bringing the boat. We're just gonna have an awesome fishing adventure. We're gonna eat some good food and just get back to it and enjoy nature. You know, it's all about the small things. Join me on this adventure, and I hope you like the video. Well, we made it to the cabin, and I am so excited to be here. We're gonna unpack and get everything ready, and I cannot wait for fishing tomorrow. All rigged up. Stuff's in the car, ready to go. It's gonna be a good morning. Good morning. Today is the day. I know the owner of this cabin, and I just walked over to his pond. And we got some awesome minnows. Plan to put those on the spoon for the pike. Let's get out there. This is what we came all the way up north for. All right, guys, we are back at the cabin, and I cut my losses. Sand Lake is exactly what it is. Now, I did my research, and it is stocked with trout, but you know, it did say northern pike were getting in from the streams, and all the other lakes around there have smallmouth, but with no cover and with a crazy depth, like, it just wasn't worth it. So I'm back at the cabin, gonna have some lunch quick, and then we're going to my second spot. There we go. First fish. What is it? A little smallmouth? Nice. Oh, I'm so happy. I may not sound it. Oh man, I was getting discouraged. First fish of the episode. Little smallmouth. Brown color. That's why they call them brown fish. Now, guys, I went to a first lake called Sand Lake, and I assume it was because all the beaches, and I knew they stock them with trout, and I was trying to do the morning pike bite, but it was nothing. So I cut my losses at like 10 o'clock, went back to the cabin, ate some food so I can spend more time on a different lake. And now already it's producing good fish. Well, by good fish, I mean that there's smallmouth bass in this lake. So now we just gotta find where his mama and papa are. Here we go. Now I'm hyped. Oh man, the sun was getting to me. You know, when you don't catch a fish, you spend so long. But now we're back. Look at this. Guys, we are up north. I drove 6 hours up north from Lake St. Clair, and it is just gorgeous up here in August. No bugs, no mosquitoes, no black flies. It's cool, but it's also not too hot either. It's like the perfect temperature. Now we're gonna go after smallmouth. I'll be happy if a pike bites too. I have a bunch of tackle for it. Now, like I said earlier, I tried this other lake earlier. I tried the top water. Nothing. And you know what? Instead of grinding it out, I cut my losses, and there's just something about that lake. There was just zero coverage. It was called Sand Lake. Now, I thought it was just because it had a huge shoreline or something, but there was absolutely zero weeds. Now, I know they stock it from trout, but that's not what I want. But we already are at the new lake. We got that smallmouth. Even though it's a dink, there's smallmouth bass in here. So let's get to it. Let's start grinding it, and let's enjoy nature, the cabin, the boat, and fishing. Hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, I felt him pick it up and eat it. Oh my god. Man, dink. Oh, almost lost him. These dinks, like, that was nuts how hard that hit and how fun that honestly was. Beautiful color. I love smallmouth. They are just so aggressive. I think pound for pound, they're one of the most aggressive fish. Like, if they were big as Goliath grouper, oh man, they would. Could you imagine a Goliath grouper jumping over a boat? You see those guys handline them in Florida, but smallmouth bass are just so aggressive, and I love them. right in these rocks. Oh my god, guys, I just... I definitely set the hook on a log, but oh my god, my heart. Because when you're flacking a tube, or when you're bouncing a tube around, you know, you're doing one of these, so as soon as you feel tension, you gotta set the hook, and a snag can really feel like a bite, but you'll know instantly, because then if there's no movement, you know you are on something. Yeah, look at this shit. Let me dodge the rocks. And there it is. When you have a snag, guys, if you cast over this rock, don't try pulling it. It's like an immovable force meets an immovable object. So you absolutely just go on the other side and just pull it through, nice and easy. But then again, what do I know? Rip the hell out of it. Fucking full send it, bud. It'll it'll get out one way or another, right? Tighten that drag up and let it rip. Felt him eat it. Definitely the best fish so far. Big head shakes. Drop shot wasn't working, right back to the tube. And that is the first decent smallmouth of the trip. There we go. Absolutely slammed it. First decent fish, and it's still a dink, but biggest one so far, and we're catching fish, so I'm happy. I love smallmouth, man. I still can't believe for this size, they hit absolutely awesome. That was awesome. Skipped it right under. No. That's the best smallmouth of the day. Almost got the tiger stripes going a little bit. Awesome color. Skipped it right under there. Just gonna maneuver out of the way with the iPilot, like this spot right here, and spot lock. Look at that in the sun. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous color. Man, these smallmouth are so healthy, and I can't say it again. Like, this is still like a dink, but they nail it. Like, it is so fun. Let's go. Smallmouth number 5, and they're getting bigger and bigger and more consistent. I don't know how well the camera caught it up, but see how this vegetation is hanging over? I skipped it right under. Now that was to the side. Let's see if I can just throw it in again. Well, oh, if I get snagged, oh, I'm a fucking genius.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
Pro tips with Hyper Orange. How to skip, how not to skip. Fucking don't throw it right into the tree. Ooh. Great success. I love this remote and this motor more than anything, though. I can't shut up about it because it just makes everything so much easier. He's eating it. Yeah, got him. Got him. That's why he was eating it. Look at the size, the smallest fish yet. But that's 2 fish in literally 30 seconds. Fish number 6, I believe. Now the fishing's turning on. Now we've got these, we got them figured out. Alright guys, update. I got snagged on the tube 3 times where I had to cut off, and countless more where I got it out, but I'm done with it. But I think top water in the shade is going to do the trick. I really am waiting to throw under this tree, so let's see how it does. Oh my god, I couldn't have called that better. First cast. Oh! I'm speechless right now. Literally, I got snagged over there with the tube, and I saw this hanging over, and I'm like, you know what? I put it on autopilot. I was just being careful, sitting in spot lock, tying on, and I'm like, let's do the top water. And now I had this exact lure tied on a bait caster, but to be honest, it's just too light. I like to throw it on spinning, and look at that very first hit. Wow. Oh man. I just broke my very first fishing rod. I have never broken a rod in my entire life. Oh my god, and I was pulling that tube. Oh, I have been snagged so many times with tubes, but that's what we're catching them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed. I was so proud that I've never snapped a rod. That was the Veritas Abu Garcia. I think this is a 7-foot, medium heavy, one piece. One of my favorite rods. Caught my PB largemouth on it. Spinning. Have a Shimano Stratic on it. I like the white, and it was the perfect thing. Now I got an ice fish rod. Oh man, that just crushed me. I'm gutted. But I'm gonna show it because that's the truth. That's what happens. And man, I was pulling so hard. Tubes are catching them, but it comes at a high cost. Rip, one of my favorite rods. Gotta change things up, and I think a little bit of rattling from this lipless crank will do the trick. Natural baitfish perch color type thing, kind of like a shad or a chub. But I think going over all these rock structures, it'll come up to strike it, but not quite like a top water. So hopefully this unlocks it. There it is. He came back for it. I felt the first hit. Oh my god, what the hell is this? I'd be lying if I said that didn't excite me. But man, stupid little rock bass. I love it. I want a dog so bad.
He'd do this all day.
That steak hit the spot. T-bone steak after a long day out on the water. Now, it was a good first day. Well, good first full day. Now, even though all the smallmouth were dinks, I'm just so happy they were biting again. Smallmouth are so fun to catch because they're so aggressive, but I do want to get into some bigger fish. Now, I'm west of Algonquin in Ontario, and there's another national park that I've been to before, and I've personally seen massive smallmouths in there. So I'm debating if I do the hour drive in the morning and hit it up and see what's going on, but either way, I love this cabin. I love fishing. Taking up the boat and the rover has been a blast, and we'll see what adventure I have a rough plan, but I'm kind of making it up as I go, and I kind of like that. It's solo. I don't have to worry about anyone else's plans, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So thanks for watching so far, guys, and let's see what I do next.